guys, today I'm going to talk to you about my 5 seconds of summer experience. It all started on Thursday when I found out that 5 seconds of summer would be in Milan on June 5th. I searched every single radio station and their addresses, and I got some Twitter friends to help me search the addresses. And once I had all the addresses and the times, I was like, okay, now I need to get somebody to accompany me. So I planned on going with my friend, Alex, and we were searching for people to accompany us because our parents couldn't go, and we needed somebody over 18 to accompany us because we're minors and we needed an adult. So we asked this babysitter I used to have, and she said no because she had an exam. We asked Alex's sister, who's 17 or 18, and she said no because she has an exam too. And we asked our dance teacher, who's 25, and she said no. And finally, the last person we asked was our French teacher. He's the best teacher in the world. We love him so much, and he was like our last hope, and he said yes, but he had to ask the directress if he could take the day off. And by this time, it was Wednesday, and Thursday was when 5 seconds of summer would be in Milan. We go to school, and our French teacher sees us, and he tells us that he can't come. So we're like, we're so sad, and we were like about to die because we really wanted to go, and it was too late to ask anybody else because it was already Thursday morning. But then I sent my mom a message saying our French teacher can't accompany us. So she says, I'll be at your school at 2 after lunch and we'll all go together. And I'm just like, yay! Yes, I'm so happy! Thank you, Mom, I love you! So we ate lunch, and then at 2, my mom was waiting outside the school with her car. So we missed the last 2 periods of school, which was fine for me. Like, I didn't mind, don't worry about it, it's okay. We drove to Milan, which was about an hour and 20 minutes away from here. And on the way to Milan, we were listening to every single 5 seconds of summer song we could find on our phones. We listened to some of their new songs like Don't Stop and Good Girls or Bad Girls. But we also listened to their songs from their acoustic EP, Heartbreak Girl, we listened to Beside You, Out of My Limit, Unpredictable. We listened to anything. We listened to also their live songs in the car by playing it on our phones. And by this time we're so full of adrenaline and we're so happy that we're going to go and see 5 seconds of summer. So we finally arrive in Milan. And there's traffic, but we don't mind. We managed to get to the radio station, which was called RTL 102.5. So we managed to get there, and there were quite a lot of girls, but not as many girls as like One Direction meet and greets and stuff. No, not that much. There were about, I'd say 100 or something. And it was a small street, so we took up the whole street, so the police had to close both sides of the street. But luckily it wasn't a really big, busy street, so it was fine. So we got there at about 4:20, and 5 Sauce was going to go out at 5, so we had to wait there for about 40 minutes. And we waited with a bunch of these girls, and we sang She Looks So Perfect and Don't Stop. And these cameramen started filming us, and it was great. And I really hope I'm in the Milan video because I'm so happy if I was. So me and Alex are singing, and he's like so excited because he's never seen any celebrities before, and I haven't either. Like, I've been to an Avril Lavigne concert and Taylor Swift, but I haven't really seen any of my favorite celebrities up close. And so it was like, we were all so excited in line, and it was so cool. It was so cool. And then we were listening to the radio on our phones, and we hear that, okay, now we're going to go out and meet the fans in 3 minutes. So everybody screams, and we're like, yes, okay, they're coming out in 3 minutes. So we wait and wait, And then Michael Clifford, Luke Hemmings, Callum Hood, and Ashton Oren come outside of those mirrored doors, and I just screamed so loud. I was so happy. My heart was beating so much. And my mom is on the roof of another building filming from above, and I'm just like with my phone in the air, like trying to get all these pictures, and I'm like shaking, and all these girls are crying. They come, and I see Michael go back and give, like, I don't know how to explain it. I see Michael give a hug to Callum, and then he like sticks his finger up Callum's nose, and I just laughed. And then Luke comes, and Luke is right in front of me, and all that's separating us is these two gates, and I see him, and I jump up and I say hi, and he's like, hi, and his smile is so big. His smile is like, ah, and I was so happy, and I was like, oh yes, Luke saw me, I saw Luke, he waved at me, ah, yay. And then I like tried to get pictures, and I got a few pictures on my phone, but they were blurry, but it's fine because I still have the pictures up in here. Alex is taking lots of pictures, and he's like screaming, but he's shorter than me, so he couldn't see them as well as I could. Since I'm so tall, I could see everything because everybody was shorter than me, and I was like, yes, finally, being tall is great, yay. So they go back in, and me and Alexandre look at each other like, okay, we're going to the back entrance. So we run across the street. We have no idea where we're going, but we pretty much got it figured out. Go to the back of the radio station, and I managed to climb up on the roof because there was this fence with these trees, and I somehow like climbed up on the roof with these two other girls, and those two or three girls are sitting next to each other, and I'm on the other side of the roof. And then we see these cars coming, and we see perfectly. We have the perfect view, and filming with my phone, I'm like, oh look, everybody's here. And then later on I found out that Ashton took a picture of us on the roof and posted it on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram and everything. But I'm not in that picture. I was on the side of the picture. I'm out of frame, and I was so sad, but I was so happy still because he saw me. And so they go out the gates, and like everybody's knocking and pounding on the cars, and Alex is downstairs, and I see him running for the cars, and he tells me that he saw Luke and Callum in the first car through the black window, and Luke said hi to him, and he saw the present that I gave the bodyguards earlier, because I gave the bodyguards a bag where I made these handmade underwear. Like, I bought white underwear and I decorated it, and I put it in a bag, and I gave it to the bodyguards to give it to the boys. And Alex said that he saw that bag in the car, and when he told me that, I like cried. I was like, yes, they saw my letters, they got my underwear, they got my bag, they got my present, they know who I am, they'll know me as the underwear girl. They're gonna wear my underwear, yes! So he told me that, and then he also said that he saw Michael, he saw Michael and Ashton in the second car, and they waved at him too, and he saw Callum and Luke in the first car, and he managed to touch Callum's hand. It was his right hand, and I like touched Alex's right hand, and Callum touched me too now. On the way home, I told my mom everything, and she's like, yay, I'm so happy for you. And then she told me that she managed to film everything, and I was like, yes, thank you so much. I'm so happy. And then we drove on the way home, and Alex and I were just reminiscing everything that just happened, and all our dreams came true that day. We posted 1,000 pictures on Instagram.
We just saw 5 Seconds of Summer.
Hi! So we just came back from going to 5 Seconds of Summer's radio station.
I saw Luke, Ashton, Michael, and Callum.
So he ran after the cars and he saw them through the window, and Luke said hi to him, and so did Michael.
So amazing.
And I got up on the roof, and Ashton saw me because he took a picture and tweeted it on Twitter. But it wasn't of me, it was of these other girls on the roof, but it still means that he saw me. And we got to see all the guys because they came out for a second, and I took tons of pictures, and I'm so happy. And also, I had this present that I made for 5 Seconds of Summer, which was a bunch of these letters that I made, and then underwear that I hand decorated, and I gave it to the security guards, and they gave it to them because he saw the bag inside the car, and I'm so happy because they read my letters and they're getting my gifts, and I'm so happy. Bye! And by the way, I made this shirt. I didn't buy it on their website because I couldn't find one that I liked. No, I couldn't buy it off their website because they didn't ship to Italy. I just made my own with fabric paint. I think it came out pretty well. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you've ever met 5 Seconds of Summer, comment down below. Tell me your story. I'll read them. I'll comment back and we can become Twitter best friends. So thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and bye. I love you. Bye. Love you. Love you. Love you. But not as much as I would.